As promised, here we are with these the dynamic duo, I have to call you guys. We have both Dulce and Jan here. Why Cowgirl? What's that about? Why is the title Cowgirl? I mean, Jan has the proper attire. You and I do not, Dulce, but why Cowgirl?
I'm glad you brought that up because cowgirl, can be a persona. I do have my boots on, I swear, uh, and my riding vest. It's my English riding vest, not the Western cowgirl. But it's more of an inner quality, and I think what we try to do for women in this aspect is how to get in touch with that inner cowgirl. What does that mean?
What does
You
that
know,
mean?
what does that
Would I
mean?
need rope or something? What does it require?
No rope needed. I think it's more about qualities that we embody, like resilience, perseverance, commitment,
Courage, strength,
courage.
grit.
Yeah, somebody said something about dirt in one of these. I have 10 pieces of paper in front of me, but somebody said something about dirt. Do we need to get dirty and clean up or something?
Yeah, we need to be able to bite the dust and get up and get back in the
I-
saddle and just do what we
yes.
need to do. And I think that most women, at least when I look at my grandmother and at least when I look at my lineage, you know, most of those women were amazing cowgirls in the sense as
Mhm.
most women are, you
Yeah,
know.
it's true.
And so I think it's more about connecting to those qualities and how we can apply those qualities, outside of nobody needs to, become a writer or, buy a horse.
Mhm.
How can we apply that way of being in the world
Mhm.
into, our everyday life? And
Mhm.
we work a lot with the cowgirl archetype, in the sense that, for example, in Bali, we may not have live horses, but we're going to work with horse in a different way, in a more
Oh,
archetypal or
okay.
mythological way.
Oh, okay.
There's so many ways to connect to that principle of horse and woman, as cowgirl.
I love that. Well, thank you for saying that. So we have the Cowgirls Guide to Emotional. This is September 27th to October 1st in Los Lunas. And where's the best place for them to sign up or get more information? Is what website? Where should they go?
They can go to the lifeisart.us website,
Okay.
or they can call Jan or myself.
Yeah, Jan, what is your website too? I forgot to ask you, I think, when we spoke earlier.
Yeah, it's jan-wakefield.com.
Okay. So there's two places and they can register or ask questions on the website there, either of
Yep,
those websites. So you
either of those
mentioned,
websites.
so this Cowgirl's Guide to Emotional Fitness minus physical horses, this is what's going to happen on this dream destination retreat in Bali. Is
Yep,
that correct?
that's correct. Yeah, we take the same concepts that we do with the horses in New Mexico, and we just do it in a different location. We have an
Mhm.
international population. People come from around the world, and sometimes it's actually closer for them to be in Bali.
Exactly.
From
Exactly.
Australia or Asia, I find
Hmm.
those women tend to come to the Bali trip. It and the like we were saying, the cowgirl archetype has to do more with, and I think it's part of every woman. There's kind of
Hmm.
this gritty, strong, highly capable, tenacious woman in every person.
Yeah.
And when we lose connection to that, sometimes things go haywire in our
Mm,
lives.
mm,
So when we reconnect to that strength within us, that power and wisdom of the cowgirl archetype, then what happens is that transformation is that much quicker.
interesting. Well, the reason I didn't want to use the word workshop is because who wants to go to something that feels like work? And so when you say the cowgirl, that automatically brings a spirit of levity to what you're doing. And then you're trying to get real present with yourself and look at something closely. So what a wonderful platform you're offering for people to have an experience with themselves. Um, What else do we need to know about these remarkable events other than that we need to sign up sooner than later? I'm assuming space is limited, or is how many people? I mean, you don't have to tell me exact numbers, but when is sooner better than later to sign up? What's the idea here?
Sooner definitely better than later because we fill up quickly. In the horse retreat, we take a small group,
Oh, okay.
so maximum 8.
Oh my goodness.
And that's because there's just, we want to make this highly personal. We
Mm,
want to make this, very intimate. So it is an intimate retreat. And you have to be able to build a lot of trust to be able to work
yes.
in a group situation. So we
Yes.
intentionally keep it to 8 women.
And I think in our one-on-one, Dulce, you said perhaps even mental health practitioners might want to come experience this.
Definitely. There's a growing movement out there of mental health counselors who are integrating the horse work. And this would be a great opportunity to see it in action, to experience it for themselves, and to see if that would bring value to their work. So that will be a great opportunity actually for
But
therapists.
they don't have to be a mental health professional. I want to put that out there. This is where my mind goes when I'm thinking about these things. So
We
you're
also sort of cater in the horse workshop. Sorry to interrupt. We
That's
also
okay.
do cater as well to leadership, people in leadership.
Oh,
Horses, it's a great environment to bring a group of people who are learning leadership skills. So that was just another thought that popped into my mind.
that's fascinating too. We don't think about, I mean, this is covered in depth in Dulce's dissertation, but we don't think about these other attributes that we can develop or look at in the context of these amazing animals. And then of course you'll use the archetype in Bali. Anything else, you guys? The dynamic duo, the cowgirl contingent. Anything else we're missing? Because this is such a spectacular opportunity for people. And I mean, I know the New Mexico one's going to fill up so quickly, but it sounds like there's probably more room in the Bali situation. Is that correct?
Actually, Bali is also an intimate retreat.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
it's
Oh my
limited to
gosh.
8 people.
Okay.
We rent an entire villa for the experience. So we have a private space. There really is only room for 8 people. So it also fills up quickly. Our June retreat is already full for Bali, and the next one that's open is December, the 10th through the 17th, December 2023. And we have another booking for June of next year in 2024. But reach out. I have heard a lot from both people who want to come into New Mexico and in December to Bali. So we'd love to hear from any new people who are interested in experiencing the dynamic duo.
Yeah, exactly. You said it. Well, it's just been such a pleasure to meet you both and hear all you're doing. And people are very fortunate to be able to have the two of you, your eyes, ears, and hearts in their lives and these experiences. And it's been really fun getting to know you, at least in part. Thank you for all the work you do. Thank you for being here today. And I'm sure we'll be talking soon.
Thanks,
Phyllis.